Welcome, here I've got SONY Xperia 10 II and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it. And as you can see, for now we are in the standard photo mode. So for now let's focus on these two buttons here. By tapping on this with video icon, we can change the modes from the camera mode, standard photo, to the video. So these two buttons are the quickest access to the video and photo mode. We can also manage the modes of this camera by tapping on this button here in the left corner at the bottom. As you can see, it says us that this is mode. So when we tap on this, we get access to all of the modes of this camera. We can pick night mode, goggle lens, slow motion, manual, portrait, selfie, creative effect and panoramic. This is really cool and this is a lot. So for now let me stay on the standard photo mode, and I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. And let me show you the top tricks of this mode. And now let's focus on this settings bar here, and let's start with the left corner. When we tap on this, we can manage the flash of this camera. We can pick the torch. As you can see, this is how it works. We can pick the red eye reduction, so also this mode is really cool here. We can pick the fill flash, so the flash every time you take a picture, and we can pick the auto flash, so the camera recognizes when it's needed. For now, let me turn it off and let's move to the next one button. And this is really cool thing because here we can blur the background, so when we have the subject at the center of the camera, we can adjust the blurring background here by using this slider. Now let's turn it off and let's move to the next one button. Here we can change the aspect ratio of this camera. We can pick 4:3 ratio, which is now 16:9 ratio, so this is how it changes. It's a little bit longer here. The next one is 1:1, so this is the square one, a little bit shorter. And here also we have access to 21:9, so this is the full screen ratio of this camera. This is how it looks like. Now let's change to the original one, 4:3. And let's move to the next object here. So this is the sun icon. This button allows us to adjust the temperature and exposure compensation. So we have access to these two sliders, and this is really cool in this camera. By going to the right here at the first slider, we can make our picture just more warm and more cold by going to the left. So this is the temperature control. And the next one button slider here is the exposure compensation. So here we can adjust the light of picture and we can make it more bright or dark as we need. As you can see, this is really cool here. Of course, to turn it off, we just simply tap on this again and it disappears. And now let's have a look how to zoom. We can do it by using two fingers like that. And as you can see, we can get pretty close to the subject we have and also go back like that. So this is how it works. This is really cool here. And now let's go to this button here in the right corner. When we tap on this, we get access to the advanced camera settings. And let's focus now at the photo settings. The first one thing here is the self timer. So here we can adjust the delay of taking picture. We can pick from 3 or 10 seconds. So let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works. And let's go back to take a picture. And as you can see, the picture was taken with 3 seconds delay. So this is how it works. Let's go back to the settings and turn it off for now. And here also we have still image size, so here also we can manage the ratio. So this one button here is the quickest access to it. And now let's move to the object tracking. By tapping on this button, we can easily turn on and turn off this option. So this is it. And let me keep this turned on. This is really cool. This is one of my favorite options here. So when we photographing object in move, we can easily tap on it like that and tracking it. As you can see, this is how it works. The square with focusing is following this object. So this is really good here. And now let's go back to the settings and let's move to this option, QR code reader. By using this button, we can turn it off and turn it on like that. This is really cool because when we have this turn it on, we don't need any other app to scan QR codes at this device. We can do it by just using the camera. So I suggest you to keep this turned on because this is the simplest way to scan QRs. And now let's move to the common settings here. At the first place we have the save location button, so by using this we can turn off and turn on saving location info on this at the photo. So also the important thing here is that to make it work correctly, when you really want to save the actual location of your picture, you have to be connected with the internet, for example with the Wi-Fi, and you have to turn on the location of this device. So remember about these two parameters to make it work correctly. And now let me keep this turned on, and let's go back and now let's go straight to the gallery here at the right corner in the bottom. When we tap on this we get access to the picture I've taken, and when we slide a little bit down we can check the details of this picture, and as you can see here we have the location info with maps, so greetings from Krakow. This is how to check the location of the picture. And let's go back to the camera, to the settings in the right corner, and let's slide again to the common settings. And now let's move to the touch capture. This is a really cool option also, because here we can pick to capture photo every time we touch on the screen, on the front camera or on the both. So let me pick on the both, and let's go back. So now when I tap on the screen like that anywhere, I can take a picture. This is the simplest way to take a photo. You don't need anything to do it, anything else. So let's go back again to the settings, and let's move to the grid lines. By tapping on this button we can easily turn on and turn off the camera grid lines. So this is it here. Let me keep this turned on, and let's go back to this camera preview. As you can see, it generates us these lines. This is helpful, for example, when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography and making experiments with composition. Also remember that the grid lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo and go to the gallery we can see them, because these are only help lines to help us taking better pictures. So let's go back to the settings here. Of course, when we don't need grid lines we can easily tap on this button again, and for now they're gone. So this is how it works. And now let's focus on use volume key as option. So by tapping on this we can change the function of volume keys. So the volume keys are here. In standard usage they just manage the volume of our device, and in the camera they can adjust zoom, volume or shutter. So for now let me pick the shutter, and let's go back to the camera to show you how it works, and let me try to use them. And as you can see, now I can easily by tapping on these buttons take a photo. So this is really cool also. And here let's focus on the next one parameter I want to show you. This is the sound. So by using this I can easily turn off and turn on the camera sounds at this device. So this is how it works. And after turning on all of these settings and manage this like that, we sometimes want to go back to the auto settings. We can do it by using the last one option here, reset settings. So when we tap on this we can reset camera settings to default values. So okay. And this is how it works. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.